question is, when staring at your big goal and it seems like a massive elephant that you can't conquer, what will you do? Well, that's the question, and this podcast, Eat Your Elephant, is here to help you to find the answer that will keep you moving forward and making progress. Because you can eat your elephant one bite at a time. I'm your host, Nick Macy, and let's dive right in. Well, hello there. Welcome to Eat Your Elephant podcast. Hope you're doing great today. In case you don't know, you can listen to this podcast on iTunes, the Apple Podcast app. You can listen to it on my website. You can go to eyepodcast.com. I'll take you to the podcast page of my site, or a whole bunch of other places where anybody gets podcasts. And while you're on the website, make sure you check out the recommended resources page. I got a whole bunch of links for the things I mentioned in the podcast as far as creating more energy, improving health, happiness, and performance. I got a great list of books that I've read that have been very helpful in me learning and improving. You can find links to all that good stuff on my website. On to today's topic. Today we're talking about priorities. What is your priority? Okay. Now I have another question for you. What are you doing? Well, right now you're listening to this podcast, but I heard it put one time that your priority is what you do. So whatever you're doing in the moment is your priority. It's what you're doing right now. See, and the argument was made that what we say our priorities are really is not important. It's what we do, and that what we do is actually the priority. Now, yes, I get it that you can't always work on the big life priority, that big overarching goal that you want to accomplish. You can't always work on that every day, all day. I get it. Sometimes we got to work on the smaller things. Well, that's true, of course. So, of course, it's okay to work on the smaller tasks when it's needed. Like, my big priority in life might not be to eat, but at some point in time, I'm going to need to eat. Now, what I choose to eat, that could show my priority. If one of my things that I want to have in my life is my health, then what I eat, how I go about it, and all that stuff, the schedule maybe, that can show some of my priority. And if you say that you have one priority and it's one thing, but your actions are saying something different, then it may be time to make a change. Now, it might need to change one or the other. We can change what we call our priorities, or we can change the things that we do. Because see, what you do matters. At the end of the day, it's what you do that counts. Now, yes, our words are important, our mindset, our thoughts, and attitude. Clearly, if you listen to the last episode, then those things are important too. But mindset and attitude, our words, all those things, they impact our actions. And at the end of the day, if I'm not taking steps toward my priority or my goal, if I'm not actually doing the things needed to get there, then a positive attitude, mindset, or the most eloquent words probably aren't going to get me there. They're probably not. It's what I do that matters. And if I say the priority is spending time with my family, and I say that that's my priority, and I got a really good attitude about it, but I don't spend time with them, and I don't spend any of my effort or attention on them, or they're not really taking my focus with what I do, then are they really a priority? Or whatever it is for you. If it's health, if you say health is a priority of mine, but your actions don't follow that up, then is it really a priority? This is a difficult thing sometimes because we got to do this little bit of a self-check and see if what we're doing is in line with what we want. Because your actions, they show what is really important to you. Make sure they match what you want your priority in your life to be. That's all. I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong or right, or your priorities are wrong or right, or anything like that. But when they line up, what you say is important to you, And maybe not to everybody else. I'm not saying you have to share your business with everybody. But what you think in your mind is your priority, what you want your priority to be, and what you would tell yourself in the mirror is your priority. Is that lined up with what you do? Make sure it is. When it lines up, see, it's going to give you some more energy and focus and attention and drive. When those things really line up, you're really going to be able to exceed and make the progress, excel in the areas that you want to. That's where a lot of the power comes from, is from that singular focus of this is my priority, these are my actions, they're in line, and we're moving forward, we're making stuff happen, and you're going to succeed when that happens. So make sure they line up. If not, that's okay. You're not the only person out there who has to make some sort of change or adjustment so that they can get what they want to get out of life and hit their goals. It happens. Just make the necessary adjustments and then keep moving forward, one bite-sized step at a time. You can accomplish your goals. It may take some adjustments along the way, but you can do it. Well, thanks for listening to Eat Your Elephant. Take action towards your goals. Make your actions line up with your priorities that you want, and go make it happen. I say that the holidays they're here, and times get crazy this time of year. We all know that pretty much. Swing on over to EYEpodcast.com. It's my podcast page. Sign up to get the email updates. You'll get a short email. It comes out on Mondays. Just a little bit of encouragement to help you keep going forward towards your goals. And a little bit of encouragement or reminder to get back on track with the progress that we want to make. That can be a really good thing during the holiday season. Or at least I know it is for me. Well, thanks for listening. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.